This is the Mazda CX8 and it is filthy because it comes in blue, and blue lets a lot of dust around it. It's got a keyless entry thingy, so I just press the button, that opens these up and I can get in. Inside is a 10.52 whatever screen. Same old Mazda setup. Haven't peeled this up yet, haven't peeled that out yet. Inside here there is a spot for a USB where I can put in about 600 songs. I also have a cable just in case I don't want to use my charger. There is no charger here. This is the touring model, so it does come with leather seats and all the extras. However, it does not have the wireless charger. It also, as you wouldn't notice before, only has the 17-inch tires. Inside there is plenty of room, and also there's an electric thing here, and as you can see there will be seats at the back. This model does not have the automatic lift thingy-bob, which I don't like anyway. These things lift up like that and up and up, and that makes for the third row seats. Now people are complaining that somehow the third row seats are a bit too small. Well, if I sit here and I've got plenty of room between my legs and I put the seat forward, I still have plenty of room down there, okay? And I've put even a little bit closer, I still have plenty of room here. If I go back outside and have a look how much space there is up here, well, you can't tell me that there's not enough space. There is plenty of space. It's just that the front row or the second row people have to be a little bit more considerate and bring their seats forward. There is plenty of space there, but if they leave it like that, well, of course there's not going to be much space there. So the trick is, you know, put it back. Now the back seat does have a its own temperature control and everything else, and also with the touring you will get a cup holder thingy, and there is also charging ports over here as well. Okay. As you can see here, there's two things missing. You got the eye stop as well. I never touch any of those. Over here, auto and down. So if you press this like that, you can put these ones in if you're parking in, or if you're reversing into small places. However, if you're not reversing into small places, just leave it and it will automatically come down. Alright, these are the 7-inch screen, and that's the 10-inch screen. Press the button here. This thing has a a nice feature as well, that if you go to the home button and to the entertainment, you can press the menu button, and you can go folders, and as you can see, I've into folders. It does show you the art as well, if there is one. As you can see there. What else does it have? It has navigation. It has it can do some really cool stuff as well. So if you go source list, if you have another USB, for example, that has got video in it, this is an example, you can actually play video on there. So go back to this, and to switch it off, there you go, off, and you can just switch it off completely. Up here you've got all the settings. You've got the heated seats as well, dual control, blah blah blah. Sports mode, so if you put it into sports mode, it turns reddish. You can also use the pedals over here to click forward and backwards. I just normally keep it on normal mode. Usual there. So yeah, nice big size cup holders. You can also put a big bottle along here as well. iStop is something that I normally turn off. So when I turn it off, that happens there like that. The car does have a heads display, and you can see it right there, barely. Heads up display, and I love that. It's really cool. Beside that, really nothing much. It's just a standard CX8 extended, but with the nicer, bigger screen. Up here, mirrors, usual stuff here. You've got the light mirror. Same thing here. And yeah, it's a really comfy car and nice to drive as well. So I'll show you another feature that you probably don't see often. Can you tell what's hiding behind there? Can you tell? So right up here, there's a lot of junk. But in here, where you've got your spare tire and jack and everything else, and this bag. And in this bag is this. Now that goes and plugs itself under here. Right. So when you don't use it, you don't need to have it connected. And nobody really knows until they hit you. And then they realize that there's actually a big piece of metal sitting right there. that's that. Then here is the Mazda cable that you just pull out and just let it hang on the side. And that's what that is. So this car also has a tow bar, and that's about $1,700 AUD. So unless you're using it, it's probably not worth. If you want to know how to put that in, it's not that hard. It has a key inside here, which then turns this up, and you shove it in there and click it, and it actually goes into a click, and then you lock it so nobody can take it. But ideally, keep it out of the way. It's got a little cap here as well, so you can take that off. And here it is installed. As you can see, that little cap, you put that in the hole once you've installed it, uninstalled it, so it keeps that little hole nice and clear. Pops out. Put that in. It's gone. And that's it. It's got that little key here. Keep it on the unlock. Unlock. Yeah. Pretty easy. I do. Last thing last, you do have the cigarette lighter sitting here, not there. Don't know why they did that, but for the time being I've got a little spider here, little dash cam plugged in there. Maybe I'll do something about it. The doors themselves open up, so you can see here how much they open. They're basically 90 degrees, so if somebody's having a hard time getting into the car, this is the best car to get into. Especially good for oldies. You can wheel them with their walkers and then turn them around and get them to sit down. It's not that high to be able to get in, so really handy. It starts, the car's only done 2,000 kilometers so far, so it's from about, I think I got it with about 4 on the clock, so I've only done about 2,000 kilometers with it. It's really dusty, and today I'm going to clean it. It's really easy to clean this car too, because everything is flowing. There's nothing sharp, too sharp, except for the front a little bit. Let's see if we can maybe take a, up there is where you pop the fuel cap, and there's where you pop the bonnet. So let's open the bonnet, see what's under. Yeah, so the only sharp thing I guess would be here, but it's not sharp. Everything is sort of rounded. Mazda does it so well, you know, and you can pretty much open up the the hood while holding the camera. The only problem is you got this little thing here, so you need to wherever it is, where is it? Ah, there. Okay. Yeah. Only thing is you need a hand to do this. There's no lift struts as such. This is the 2.5 litre CX8 non-turbo engine with the cap on top of it, which you can remove. I'm not going to touch. As you can see, lots of dust, but yeah, it's really nice. It's only a 4-cylinder, but 2.5 is enough to carry this car, even with the whole family. It does well, and you do hear it quite a lot from the inside, but if you put your music on, you hear nothing. And when you hear it, it feels like, oh, hang on, it might not be, you know, strong enough, but put the foot down and this little thing just, yeah, picks up. So very, very surprised. You know, I always thought for big cars like this, my previous car was exactly the same size and it had a 4.1 litre engine. This thing's got a 2.5, but it's so efficient compared to the 4.1. So yeah. This is the Mazda CX8 dirty car. Before I give it a bit of a wash. Normally what I do is I do keep these seats down like that because I chuck stuff at the back. But if you do, the seat belts sometimes will press against the leather and it'll mark the leather and kind of indent it. So if you can, always keep them up. It's not that hard to put down when you need to. The best thing to do though, and this is why I put them down, is just leave these last two headrests down like that. Reason for that is when you're seeing at the back, it's easier if you don't have these two up. So if you're not carrying anybody in there, keep these ones down. And that's it. And if we put it into reverse, I just want to show you the reverse camera. It's really cool. I'm just gonna slot it into a very small spot here. And it'll start beeping at me. Beep, 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 because I'm getting close to the wall. There you go. And the pole. And everything else. It's really close, isn't it? you go. Fitted it in perfectly. It just makes it so much easier to drive.